front door is actually cracked open here. Hello? Hello? If anyone's in here, let yourself be known. The back slider was unlocked as well. Okay. Hello? It's clear. Let's go inside and actually do our tour. Oh. Well, unfortunately, this is not how I was expecting my day to start. I just pulled up to a flip property right here, and this is a house that is supposed to be vacant, but there's a truck, as you can see, maybe see right here, parked in front of the house, which normally would not be a concern. But at the same time, I can actually see that the front door is cracked open. I'm not quite sure what we're in for today. I don't know if the tenants came back, maybe somebody else broke in, or what the heck is going on, but we're here, so we're gonna go find out. If you're new to the channel, I buy a lot of different flips. Some of them are very straightforward. Other ones are not so straightforward, kind of like the one it seems like we're about to deal with right now. So if you wanna follow along, hit that subscribe button. Let's go check it out. It's time to see what the heck is actually going on here. Like I mentioned, we got this truck parked out front. Maybe not a big concern, but our gate here has been opened. As you can see, that front door is actually cracked open here, so I'm not really quite sure what to expect. I'm gonna do my best to capture it with the camera. It's not always easy to focus on filming and making sure there's no one in the house at the same time. So, I mean, maybe they never even left. I don't really know. I thought they did, but there's still a lot of stuff just in the driveway and whatnot. I mean, I know they left because we came and we actually changed the locks and put a lockbox on it here, but who knows, maybe they crawled back in through a window. I don't really know. Vacant houses attract all kinds of problems. Once a property becomes vacant, it's crazy how fast different people or transients in the area find out about it. I swear, once a property goes vacant, it's like a bat signals on top of the roof, and next thing you know, you have people trying to break inside. So first things first, we're gonna pop our head in here, figure out exactly what's going on, and hopefully no one's inside. Hello? If anyone's in here, let yourself be known. It stinks in here. I'm gonna keep this door cracked open. Okay. Hello? If anyone's in here, please say so and let yourself be known. Down through. Okay. It's clear. This place is only a 3-bed, 1-bath. It's a small house. It appears everything's clear. I'm gonna take a few more moments just to make sure that it is 100% clear, but the back slider was unlocked as well. So even though we changed the locks on the front door, somebody could have easily just came around and came in this back slider. Like I mentioned, once a house goes vacant, it's hard to keep people out of them, so that could have been the case. But thankfully, from what I can tell, it does look like someone's been in here, clearly. Otherwise the door wouldn't have been open, but they're no longer here. So that is good. We are safe and we don't have to worry about anyone jumping out around a corner, so we can actually do what we came here to do. Once my heart rate calms down a little bit, we can tour this property and get into some numbers, and we'll see what kind of deal this is gonna be for us. It's smelly in here. I'm gonna step out here real quick while we give you some context on this property here. So this, based off county records, it's about 1,000 square feet, single story ranch, which I love, built in 1972, I believe it was, early 70s nonetheless. It's just a 3-bed, 1-bath, relatively straightforward flip, or they usually are a single story ranch. But again, we're gonna tour it now and figure out exactly how much we do need to put into this thing. Okay, now that the house is clear, let's go inside and actually do our tour. Oh, startled me a bit. I don't know if you can see that drape right there, but the heater must have kicked on because it's flailing. Anyway, let's go take a look. Got a little crosswind now with the front door open, and then also the back door, which is good. When I first stepped foot in here, it's a little smelly, but I've been in a lot worse. Let's just kind of tour around here. I mean, obviously the tenants left a lot of stuff. There's still a lot of furniture in here. Every countertop is completely covered with just things. So this place is an absolute mess. I'm seeing some family photos on the walls and just like the overall kind of just knick-knack stuff they have. Definitely not like a trashed drug house by any means. Like I'm almost kind of just getting like grandma, grandpa vibes or an elderly person vibes who just kind of maybe they just weren't able to keep up over the years maybe or something. Maybe that's why it's in such poor condition. I don't really know. If you follow me or you've watched some of my videos before, we go into some houses that are completely run down and nasty, basically taken over by tweakers and whatnot. So this is not one of those. It's actually a bit of a pleasant surprise. Okay, let's start by checking out the beds and baths. So 3 beds. Okay, we got bedroom number 1 here, kind of a standard size bedroom. A little weird to have a single mattress on the floor, so I don't know what was going on here. As you can see, we got wood paneling throughout this place, or at least in this bedroom. Looks like maybe the other bedroom too. So all that's gonna have to come out of here and put up some new drywall because nobody wants to have this wood paneling. Bedroom number 2, kind of the same scenario here. Roughly a 10 by 10 bedroom. Nothing too crazy here. Huh, interesting. I don't know if you can read this on the whiteboard here. It says, it's only after you lost everything you are free to do anything. Is that Shakespeare? So anyway, standard bedroom here. And then off to our last and final bedroom. We got bedroom number 3. This one's slightly bigger, but again, all the wood paneling is gonna have to come down. They like dream catchers, I can tell you that much. There's a handful of those throughout the house that I've noticed. All right, let's take a look at the bathroom. Okay, so I don't know what the heck they were doing here with this exposed 2x4s here. Something was going on. We'll have to take care of that, obviously. This bathroom is definitely a full overhaul is needed. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I mean, we'll definitely replace this, but it's actually somewhat of a newer vanity. That's definitely not original to the 70s when this place was built, so nice little DIY. So that's one side of the house, the 3 bedrooms and the bathroom. Let's go up here and explore the kitchen a little further. So kitchen, looks like we have actually a decent sized kitchen with kind of that flows into the dining area here. As you can see, we need a smaller dining table here. These are original cabs from the 70s when it was built. They're not in awful shape, but at the same time, when we're touching every other surface in this house, if we left anything like this, even if they were in good shape or better shape than they are, it would stick out like a sore thumb. So it's gonna be important for us to just actually rip these out as well. Like I said, they're in decent shape. If this was being kept for maybe a rental property or something, you could get away with just painting the cabs white, adding some new hardware potentially. I think our game plan on this one is gonna be to renovate it and actually resell it. So I don't think we'd wanna leave these cabs. I think we'd wanna put some new ones in there. Yeah, I mean, this place is messy for sure. It's more messy than just neglected, I guess. No doubt there's some neglect. Looked like the roof as we were coming in needed to be replaced. But again, this is just messy. Once all these personal belongings are cleared out of here and the smell goes away, this place will present a lot better. We'll still need to do a ton of work to it, but it won't look like as big of a job as it does right now. One place we haven't looked is the garage. Let's check out this garage real quick, see what's happening out here. Hopefully no surprises. This is actually one place we didn't clear out, so. Hello. I mean, it's not garbage, it's just all personal belongings stacked up everywhere. Personal belongings that will be garbage, yes. So we got ourselves a single car garage here. The laundry's in that back corner over there. Here's a little bit of good news here. This appears to be somewhat of a newer furnace. Same with the water heater. Doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. So we might be able to salvage both of these, both the furnace and the water heater, both of which are gas. So that's great. I love that. Laundry here to my left. And then, okay, this gets a little funky right here. This is like, I mean, we'll have to check it out from the backside, but this looks like some sort of scabbed on kind of shed thing that they added on to the backside of the house. As you can see, here's the exterior siding. So they did some sort of weird lean-to kind of shed deal here and then just popped in a back door to the garage. So this is something, I don't know, we'll get a look at it from the outside. This is something we might want to get rid of, or maybe not. We'll just have to kind of check out the structural integrity of it and see if it makes sense to keep it or not. Pretty straightforward here in the garage, just a single car. Nothing too crazy. Again, this house isn't in awful shape. Now, no doubt it needs almost everything. It's a full interior go. Some of the properties I've walked as of late have been in way worse condition than this one. So a couple things I'm noticing here is we've got all aluminum windows around the whole house. So we're going to want to do all new windows. Those things are probably original. Additionally, the roof, yeah, the roof's toast. We're gonna need all new roof, all new windows. Let's take a quick look at this siding here real quick. So this is actually aluminum siding. The side that I'm looking at here is in pretty good shape. I'd love to be able to salvage this siding. Hopefully we can, because having to reside this whole place would be pretty costly. So we'll just have to get a better look at this on all four sides. My goal would be to salvage that siding and just repaint it. So now the question becomes, do these numbers make sense? And is this going to be a good deal for us? Or is it gonna be a bad deal for us? I think I've seen enough to where we can actually get into the numbers right now. So the numbers are this: we bought this house for $240,000. Based on what I'm seeing right now, I think we could get this fully renovated for around $70,000. Now that is assuming that we can keep the siding. Like I mentioned, this is an aluminum siding, and if we end up having to replace this, that could cost us an additional, $12,000 to maybe $15,000. So assuming that we can keep our renovation budget to $70,000, that would put us all into this project at $310,000. And I think that we can sell this for around $400,000 on the back end once we do all the updates that we discuss. And that's a full, basically head to toe on this property. So long as those numbers hold, this would actually turn into a pretty solid deal for us. So this one actually started off a little shaky for us, but the more I walked it, the more and more I liked it and the better I felt about it. We have a lot of work to get done here, and we'll even know more once we get all of the trash out of here and we get the house completely cleaned out. We'll be able to even fine tune that budget a little tighter. I'm actually super excited about this project. I love single story ranch houses. So I'm excited to get the renovation started on this one and watch the transformation take place. If you want to follow along and see how everything turns out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is going to be an awesome flip to follow along with. I'll be sharing the updates as we make progress on this one. So, all right, guys, until next time, see ya.